Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bristol Prepper channel. So today guys, it's something a little bit different from what we're normally used to. Today we're on the computer and I was going to show you how to find places to go in the woods and how I find the place I go to and how I find lots of places I've been to to go out doing bushcraft, and I do filming and stuff like that, how I find lots of places. So first of all, I do apologise for the lines on the screen. On my camera I can see there's lines like obviously from the screen or whatever. I do apologise for that. There's nothing I can really do. I don't know how to change that or anything like that, but yeah, so do apologise. Hopefully you can put up with it. I haven't got a screen capture card or anything like that. I was just going to quickly show you guys how I do it. So obviously this is YouTube and I'm on my channel page. So all you do is get a new tab up or open your internet up, go onto Google and then go onto Google Maps. This is the area I live in. I'm not going to show you exactly where I live, otherwise I might get some weird, I might get some stalkers or some weirdos, but yeah, anyway, this is the kind of area I live in. So all you do is obviously go to the place you live and then go down to the bottom or change to satellite or earth or whatever you want to call it, so it changes to like this picture, so you can actually see what's going on. So we can see obviously here we've got some buildings, school and stuff, and then obviously over here we see all the houses and all that good stuff, and then a shopping centre. But this is the screen you want, because this is the screen how we're going to find it, and obviously everybody knows what woodland looks like. So all you do is pretty much, all I do is zoom out, so you can see the big city I live in, which is Bristol, obviously, Bristol Prepper. You can see Bristol, and how well that's going on the computer. Yeah, you can see Bristol. Lovely. How beautiful is it? No, I'm kidding. It's alright. It's not too bad. But yeah, where's Bristol? So all we do is go to a place wherever you live in. So let's change it. Let's go somewhere where I don't live, and let me try and find somewhere. So just say I lived over here, which is Bath. So you Americans might have actually heard of Bath. It's really well known for its Roman spas and Roman baths and stuff like that. As you can see here, the Roman baths. It's really well known for that. I've been there a few times. It's pretty good. But yeah, so anyway, moving off subject. But yeah, so all you do, just say I lived at the Roman baths. Just say I live there. So all I do is zoom out and then find the closest big-ish woodland. Now, this is where I'm going to get controversial comments and maybe some little arguments or petty nitpicking, because trouble in England is everything's owned. You know, somebody owns everything. Do you know what I mean? So the best way to go about it, the most ideal way, is to find somewhere and then find somewhere that someone is willing to let you use. And obviously go there, you know, use their area, use their field or woodland. So if I lived at Roman Baths and I knew this chap who owned this small woodland here, then I would use that woodland, you know, if I knew the chap that owned it, or knew the office council or local authority property, then I'd contact them and hopefully if I got access, I'd be able to use it. But that's quite a small one. But yeah, if you want it bigger, then you just zoom out, and then look for quite a big woodland. So you can see there's a nice little patch here of woodland. There's a nice little patch here that's out of the way. Not massive, but for what it is, there's a small woodland there. Lots of ways. It depends how far you want to go, really, obviously. If we zoom out a little bit more, there's quite a nice sized woodland over here. A little woodland. And then obviously if you know a woodland that is near you, then you know that size, and that's how you can kind of compare it to what you're seeing on the map, because I know sometimes it can be quite hard to look at it and go, actually, how big is that? If you know of a certain area around you, how big it is, then compare it to that. So just say you knew Victoria Park, then you can compare everything to the size of Victoria Park, you know. That's how I normally get the scale of things. But yeah, so like I said, just go to where you live. Here, just say Roman Baths, then zoom out, and then try and find a woodland area. So just say, okay, I've chosen this place here. I like this little woodland area. I'm going to contact try and find out who owns it. So by the looks of things, it's owned by a farmer because it's called Macomb Farm. This is the closest thing I see to it. There's a church, another farm. So I'd probably contact the farmers of each of these and then see if any of these own the woodland, and then try and get access that way via the farmer. Otherwise, now this is the dark side of it. Okay, so people that cannot get access, because I am not an idiot and I am not in the dark. England, unlike other countries, i.e. America and stuff like that, are very, very strict, and people don't like you doing anything. Do you know what I mean? You can't do a shit without paying tax. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. So, like for instance, this place here, I will show you. So this is Bristol again, and then here is a really nice big woodland, good size for Bristol anyway, for a major city. It's quite a nice sized woodland, quite well known, Lee Woods. And then this is the suspension bridge, Clifton Suspension Bridge. Lee Woods. Now this is a national reserve, nature reserve. So they've got national nature reserve guards, or whatever you want to call them, people to make sure you're not there burning shit and doing stuff to do with bushcraft. They don't like any of that shit there. All you can do is walk your dog there, and that's it. I have been there. You can go on forums and stuff. There will be bushcraft forums for your area. Just look on the internet and there'll be people chatting about where they've been. All this stuff, when you go to places like this, is more or less one of those things of, you go there, try not to get caught. That's literally it. I know it's bad and I know it's naughty or whatever you want to say, but unfortunately, guys, in America, that's what we got put up with in England, you know. Everything's owned and nobody wants you to do anything. You know what I mean? So just say a farmer owned this piece of land, realistically, he's very unlikely for him to let you use that, because he doesn't know you, don't know what you're doing, he probably does not know what bushcraft is and prepping, he probably doesn't know anything about it. Do you know what I mean? He don't know if you're a nice person or a good guy or a good girl or whatever. Doesn't know what you're like, you know, so he probably won't let you use it, to be quite honest. So the way I've done lots of things, I've done it the way I've done it most of the time is go places which is out of the way, quite big, so you can kind of lose yourself and people can't find you, and be really like, what's the word? Think about what you're doing a lot, you know. Don't have a massive fire. Do like Dakota fire pits where the fires are in the ground and it's really smokeless. Do you know what I mean? Just try and make your presence there really unnoticed, and so you're not. Do you know what I mean? Just try not to get caught, pretty much. Yeah, because otherwise, guys, it's just a headache and shit like that. But yeah, I've never been caught. I've been to lots of places and never been caught. But I'm really respectful, you know. I'll put it back to how it was, and I won't leave rubbish and shit, and I won't destroy stuff. I'm really respectful and leave it how I found it, you know, and stuff like that. But if you're one of those lucky people to get access to stuff, you know, if you've got access, just say to this woodland, that's really cool, you know. And there's lots of people who haven't got that, so if you're able to get access to a small woodland from a farmer or whatever, that's amazing, or the local authority in your area. But lots of times, guys, I highly doubt they'll do it. Another tip I will give you, so the national trusts and stuff like that, and national nature reserves are really protected, you know, they're really hot on it, and they know people do it, and they're really, like, they've got guards and shit, and if they see any smoke coming out of anywhere, they'll be on it. So what I found to do is find somewhere like, I will show you somewhere. I know this is just say, for instance, this place here, okay, so this is a road coming down, and it looks to be like a bit like a walk path or whatever, I'm not quite sure, but just find somewhere that's like a public footpath type thing, you know, so people can walk dogs through there and shit, but it's not a national nature reserve, so there'll be nobody there, somewhere like that, you know, that's like owned by the council or whatever, but nobody really goes there, you know. Somewhere really secluded, but it's not owned by any person. It's more owned by the government or by an authority. because then that's probably the best bet of you not getting caught and you staying out of the way. And I go to the same place every time now. I got a regular place I go to, never been caught. I've seen people, lots of people, not lots, but I've seen some people that come past and or have been nearby and never said anything. Or I've had one lady literally just pop out of the woods when I was filming. Lady just popped out of the woods, and then she was like, hi. She was like, and she knew all about bushcraft. She was like, oh, you're practicing bushcraft, that's really cool. And she was really nice, you know, she was good as gold. But it's like, that's the best way to kind of to do it, you know, get into a footpath or a public walkway where there's some woodland there and you can kind of tuck yourself out of the way. You're not on anybody's land specifically, you know. Do you know what I mean? I think that's kind of the best way I've found to do it. Yeah, so that's really it, guys. That's literally the only way I do it. Just find where you live. So just say I live at Ashton Court Mansion. I'd zoom out, then find the closest woodland to me, zoom in on it, check it out, and then just drive there, guys, or walk there, get the bus there, check it out, check that woodland out before you take all your gear there and stuff like that. Just go there, check it out, see what it's like, and if it's all good, then obviously you can come back there with all your gear and set up and start filming or start practicing bushcraft skills there, and see who you get on, you know. I wouldn't go all guns blazing first. Probably first time I'd just take a little bit of gear, see how it goes, you know, see if you see anybody, just see how it plans out. Or maybe walk your dog there a couple of times or something like that, you know, take a couple of strolls with no gear and just see how it plans out and see how it goes. Then maybe first time, make a small fire, see what happens. Just like that, you know, don't just go diving in, just test the water. That's what I do. And if it goes tits up or you find there's a lot of people there and stuff like that, just change places. Even in England, yeah, I know there's nothing left. Like, England is now just city after city, and then farmland. There's no big woodlands anymore, you know, and not unless you go to somewhere like I've been before, which is all the way down here. I say all the way, for you Americans this is like no place at all, but where am I going? Oh, here, Dartmoor National Park. This is where for my Dartmoor video, my Dartmoor camp. And this is a serious place to go. And this is the place I stayed here, in this woodland. And this woodland's massive. But you're allowed to do it in Dartmoor, you know. It's one of the only places you're allowed to do it. Wild camp and stuff. Other places you're not. Either get your access rights, you're allowed to go there and do your stuff, or go to, like I said, some walkway places and places that are owned by the local authority and local councils, and just try not to get caught, you know. Tuck yourself out of the way, be quiet, set up camp early in the morning, leave, set up camp late at night and leave early in the morning, that kind of thing, until you get a real feel for the place and you know the place and you know what happens, and you're pretty much guaranteed nobody's going to come by, like I am with my place I go to, which is really local for me to film in. Anyway, guys, I've been rambling on for a while. Hopefully you've got something from this video and you've got kind of an idea of how you're going to find your new bushcraft location, and how you're going to go about your new bushcraft life, you know. Hopefully guys, I wish you all the best on finding your new locations and new places you're going to practice your bushcraft. Tell me, please tell me in the comments if I've helped you in any way, or if you've found a new place that's really cool because of the video or whatever. It's really helpful for me, and just to know it's nice for me to know that I've done a good deed or helped at least one person out, you know. Anyway guys, I'm rambling on, as I always do. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Please, as always guys, like, share and subscribe. And guys, it takes seconds to do all those little things, you know. Just like the video, press that thumbs up button if you've enjoyed it, and then please press the subscribe button, please guys, and then comment. It takes no time at all, but I'm telling you now guys, it matters the world to me. It means so much, and it massively helps my videos and my channel, guys. Yeah, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed this, but that's really it for today guys. So as always, stay prepared, and I'll catch you guys another day, another way.